Well, hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at using image to image in Playground AI. For the first example, I'm going to show you how to use image to image to set your composition. Using image to image in this way will help decrease the amount of times that you need to generate images. So to start, let's set up our columns here. We're going to increase this to 2. We're going to use Stable Diffusion 1.5. Our width at 512, our height at 768. Prompt guidance we could leave at 7. I've got quality and details at 40. For the sampler, we're going to use Euler Ancestral and generate 4 images. Now for those of you that know me, I love using this prompt, and that prompt is cute and adorable raccoon wearing a suit and top hat. We're also going to use the word anthropomorphic because that's what's going to give the raccoon human-like features. As always, we're also going to include our negative prompts in this area here. And then lastly, we're going to select playtoon because I do want a Pixar style image. Let's generate these 4 images. And here are the rendered images. This one, you see it's still human-like, so we'll delete that one. And then we have these 2 images that is kind of close to what I'm thinking of. And then the third image here. But what I'm actually looking for is a full body shot of the character. So instead of generating these images, you can do a few things with the prompt. You can put full body, or you could put something in the prompt like standing on the sidewalk to describe what you want the character to be doing. So in the prompt, I'm simply going to put standing on the sidewalk. And we're going to regenerate some images until we get to a composition that we're happy with. And there you go. These first 2 images, they're both standing on a sidewalk. And I really like the background scene now. These 2 images, only this one is kind of cut at the knees here. But we have 3 images here that shows the full body. And that's the benefit of describing the action. Out of all of them, I like the composition of this one. But I want to change a few things here. Since we're going to use this image as our inspiration, if you go to the top left corner, you're going to see this option, Create Variations. We're going to go ahead and click that. And this is the quickest way to utilize image to image. If you come down here, you'll see the image is now under image to image with an image strength of 30. Out of the 4 generations, I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but I want to make some slight variations. So let's go up to Actions, in Paint. We'll click Done here. As mentioned before, now you're going to see this image in the image to image section here. Just below, we have the image strength. The image strength has to do with the creativity of the AI. We're going to go ahead and click Generate with the image strength of 30. So you can see that it's still going to keep the likeness and composition of the image. It's just going to make some slight variations. But if we want to honor the original image, we need to bring the image slider up. So let's try it at 60. And now you see that it's closer to the original image, except that there are some slight differences. The color of the bow ties between the 2, the little flowers on the suit. So in short, the higher the image strength, the more it's going to look like the original image. The less image strength you use, the AI is going to be much more creative with that reference image. If we go back to the original image, I actually quite like the way the character is already. So I'm going to use this image now, but this time we're going to mask out the background. This slider here is going to increase the size of the brush, so we'll bring it up pretty high. Let's say 74. And what we want to do is paint around the character. Those of you that are new to masking, basically what it is that we're isolating the areas that we're painting on here. The areas we're masking is where the change is going to take place. Now, if you make a mistake like that, there's an undo button here. And there's also an erase tool. So let's say I change my mind and I want to bring that back. You can just use erase for that. Let's go ahead and click Done. Instead of generating another 4 images and letting the AI pick the background for us, we're going to add in the city after sidewalk. And this increases the chances of us getting cars in the background, people, typical things you would see in the city. So let's generate that. And there we go. We have some cars in the background in both scenes here, more so on this side. In these two images, we actually see some blurred people in the background, which is great. I kind of like this one. So again, we're going to bring this into InPaint because I want to fix the left hand of the character here. So we're going to brush over just the hand area, click done, and generate. So here's the final image after the adjustments we have made. We added a new background. We touched up the hands here. Personally, for me, I would be totally happy with this image. I would download it and share it with the community. Next, we're going to take a look at the drawing tool that is often overlooked in the image to image section. If you come to the left here, you'll see there's going to be a brush icon here. Click on that and it's going to open up a workspace. Now I'm actually going to do more of a landscape style shot. So we're going to change the aspect ratio to 768 by 512. We'll leave the prompt guidance at 7, quality and details at 50. Sampler, we'll leave it at Euler Ancestral. We'll run 4 images. Then we'll click on the brush tool here. There you go. We have our landscape canvas here. And what I'm going to create are some mountains, maybe a riverbank, that type of thing. Similar to the masking tool, we have our brush tool here. The slider increases the size of the brush. And then we have our eraser tool here. But what's different is that we can use colors to draw things. So first what I'd like to do is add a sky. We're going to pick a blue color. And we're just simply going to paint in the sky here. And you want to work backwards. So if you're doing a landscape, start with the sky and then put all the middle ground and foreground stuff afterwards. Now we're going to select white and put in some clouds here. You don't have to be good at drawing. I'm just using my mouse. We're going to go ahead and pick another bluish color for the water. Maybe something more of a light blue. We'll have the water in the middle here, and let's see if we could even get the image to trail off the water this way. I don't know. Then in the background, I want to create some mountains. Let's pick like a brownish color. You don't have to be too accurate. You just want to give the image some sort of shape and composition. And yes, it currently doesn't look like much, but don't worry, we'll get there. And then we're going to select some green to represent grass. Now I'm doing a landscape. You could do anything you want. I've actually done characters starting this way. There we go. Okay, what a masterpiece. We're going to click done here. So in the prompt, you want to describe what you just drew. So I'm going to enter a landscape photo with a river flowing into the mountains. Then I'm just going to put trees, grass, and flowers. Eventually I'm going to put a filter on it, but I just want to generate an image that we can use. So let's go ahead and run this. And the way this works is we're just going to take these images and repeat the image to image process. So I quite like the way this one's looking. Let's open that up. So now it's got some shape, right? Let's bring this into InPaint once again. And I'm not really going for a photorealistic image. And because of that, I want to try the storybook filter because I'm looking for more like a watercolor style of photo. So let's generate this and see what it comes up with. There we go. It's starting to take shape. I really like how this is turning out. This one too. They're all pretty nice. But I feel like this one honors the original a bit more. Out of curiosity, I'm just going to run another 4. Yeah, I quite like this one. Let's turn off the storybook filter. Bring this into InPainting and we'll increase the strength. Let's try 50. There we go. So this is kind of what I'm looking to do here. So again, we're going to bring this into InPaint, put the storybook filter back on. And I think after 1 or 2 more generations, I'll be happy with this. But you could push it a bit further if you want more of a photorealistic image. And here are the results. Yeah, I really like this one as well. At this point, if you're happy with it, you can go into actions and upscale it by 4. And here's the upscaled image. So this could be a lot of fun for yourself or even your kids. But as you can see with image to image, there's a lot you can do with it. As always, folks, make sure you let us know what you want to see in future videos in the comments below. And until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.